When I was a little boy, I remember one of the greatest gifts that I ever received. I got this box that was wrapped up, and I opened the box up. I kind of knew what it was, but I didn't really know it in the sense that what to expect from my experience. And I remember opening the box, and you pulled this case out, and it had these controllers with a joystick and a giant red button on the side of it, and you had these kind of cartridges, and you would slam them into the casing and attach it to the television. Of course, by now you probably, some of you figured out that I'm talking about the very first, very, very famous at-home video game system, which for me was the Atari 2600. And I'm really dating myself here, but as a little boy, I thought this would be the greatest gift ever. And when I finally got it, I thought, man, this is incredible. I'm so excited. And I remember looking at it and kind of knowing what was going on, but then thinking to myself, what does it do? What is it really like? What's it going to do when I turn it on? And, I kind of think about that. And I think about moving out from just that one instance. There's lots of things we look at in life. We think, well, what does that do? You might go to a doctor's office and you might see a giant machine with all these cameras on it. You think, well, what's that for? What does it do? Maybe it's an imaging machine for, radio, just all kinds of things. Maybe it's an x-ray machine. There's all kinds of things we look at in life and we think, well, what does it do? We take a giant step back and we look at all of life. We may think to ourselves big picture questions like, what's my purpose? Why am I here? And once you begin to think more than an inch deep into life, you automatically start thinking about the things of God and thinking about the meaning of life. And you look out at the world and you say, I kind of have a thought about it, but what does it really do? What's it really all about? Why am I here? What's my purpose? And to me, one of my all-time favorite verses in the Bible is Isaiah 43 and verse 7, which gives an answer to those questions. There are lots of details that we could ask about our own individual lives, details we might wonder about from time to time. Should I take this job or that job? Should I remain single or marry this other person over here? Just all kinds of decisions. And we may think, well, what's God's will for my life? And in that sense, that's down on the detail level. But on the big picture level, there is a purpose that all the details must serve, a big picture that makes all the details make sense. And that big picture is talked about in Isaiah 43, where God says, I want to pull all of my people from all over unto myself, people that I have created, people whom I have created for my glory. There may be a lot of questions we may have about life. What does it do? What's it for? What's it all about? But the big picture question is answered in this way. You are walking planet Earth with the singular purpose of glorifying God with your life. That means that in every way, in every moment, in every detail, you are to make God look as great as he really is. And so that's our purpose. That's what life is for. And if nothing else today, as you think about your life and you think about what's going on in your life, what all the struggles may be, I want you to remember that your purpose, your life, it has meaning. Your life has meaning. You have a purpose, and that purpose is to show and to demonstrate the reality of God, the love of God, the unwavering faithfulness of God to his people. You are walking planet Earth with the express purpose of glorifying him. And may that be our mindset every moment of our lives.
In Jesus' name, his love is burning in our hearts like living flame. For through the loving Son, the Father makes us one. Come take